My action-based the teaching methodology is based on my teaching philosophy of emphasizing the students' engagement as the first step. But we need to understand our new students, new generations' needs and their lifestyle, their interests. We need to also understand their everyday life. For example, our students are really familiar with the mobile games or the video games and the pop culture. I decided to invite a couple of new action-based methodologies to my classroom. The first one is computer-based simulation. So this is something like video game or some like a text-based games, but very well-designed educational games. And at the same time, students can quickly and easily develop their interest about this kind of a computer-based games. Although it's based on a very serious research, they really enjoyed this, a lot of labs and a lot of arguments too. So another beauty of using these computer-based simulations is the final outcomes are usually quantified with the final scores, so numbers. So students can see who did well, who did the best, or which team did the best.
In my course, one of the physics course, I did purposely to try 3 different approaches in the same class. In the same course. So I did the lecturing mode when I writing on the board and students follow me, and I do the presentation slide with PowerPoint, and the first thing with the TPL. They feel boring with the lecturing, and what the key thing that they really like the TPLs because it's very engaging. So it engages and it helps them to learn from their peer, to learn something that they are not correct and correct by their peer. So that is the thing that they realize about the TPLs. So I always prepare my class based on the objective, the learning outcome, small point or lesson that I want the student that can have after the classes when they come out of classes. Because physics, for many Vietnamese students, it seems as like very abstract and dry subjects. So what I do is that I always to try to incorporate the experiment or the lecture demonstration so that they bring the abstract physics concept into real life, and they can so those experiments or demonstration can illustrate the idea so they can get the concept after the classes. So the second technique that I'm using for my preparation for my classes is that I record on my videos and I put that on the Canva, the learning management system that we are using. And students can see watch a video in advance before class. So in class, we focus more on the problem solving, discussions, analytical thinking.
When I joined Vinh University, I realized that some of the students, they are too rely on the instructor. To overcome this problem and to change the mindset of this small category of students, I try to change my teaching method. For example, by answering students' questions in a way that encourage them to think more and also try to solve the problem by themselves. Sometimes I will give them a very confusing statement or a very confusing answer. So the purpose is just to make sure that the student can practice their critical thinking ability. And also I apply another method, I call it as learning from teaching, where I believe that this is a very effective way to train our students. For example, when the student came to me and they asked me about some specific topic that they are not very sure or they are very confusing about. So the first thing I will ask the student, is, are you available to give a small presentation to the class? Of course, the students at first they might reject me, but I will try to explain to the student what is the benefit of doing that. First, if you're able to teach somebody, it means that you already understand the content, and at the same time, you are able to practice your communication skill, your public speaking skill, and also the most important thing is that you are able to train your creativity thinking. I will divide my topic into different categories. I let my students to choose the topic that they are not sure or they do not know, and then they can prepare some video presentation. In the video presentation, our students are very creative, so they will think of different ways to give a good visualization. I will ask them to post the video into the social media group. Of course, it's the internal social media group for the course. So it means that other students also can see the appearance, the content, and also the quality of the video. I believe that university students, one of the skills that they have to train on themselves is how to present their idea, how to communicate their idea, and how to creatively bring out what they want. So from the activity that I conducted at Wien University, I also learned a lot from the student, especially when I asked the student to present in front of the class. I can see a lot of new idea how to teach to the peers, and also what are the new methods that I can use or example that I can use for my future classes.